tourism updates, visit tourismtoday.Bahamas.com. I'm Michael Miller, and this is Tourism Today.
November 5th, Americans will vote in a new president. Bahamians will also be voting in that election. Details straight ahead.
Plus, one Bahamian is honoring our African heritage in a book and board game. Isn't that interesting?
It's time for Wednesday. Well, it's Wednesday, I should say, and it's time for Leno's Wealthwise.
And coming up in sports, our Bahamian guy, Jazz, and his New York Yankees have nabbed one game in the World Series.
The Bahamas Tonight Access Now starts now.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm Marcellus Hall.
And I'm LaDawn Davis. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now.
A lovely memorial for our former colleague, Darryl Miller, today, LaDawn.
Yes, indeed it was, and I'm sure he would be happy with all of those beautiful tributes, Marcellus.
Most definitely. Let's dive right into the news for you this evening, as Darryl certainly would. Since October 21st, millions of Americans have toed long lines at various voting centers to cast their ballots ahead of Election Day. The early voting process comes to an end on Friday, November 1st, but there's one Bahamian who took full advantage of that early voting and is now sharing her experience with us. Here's LaDawn.
It's just 1 week before Election Day in the United States, and statistics show that already close to 50 million ballots have been cast leading up to the big day on November 5th. U.S. media reports indicate that the pre-election voting has declined significantly compared to 4 years ago, when it is believed that a record number of voters turned out before Election Day amid the COVID-19 pandemic. But it seems Bahamians with strong ties to the United States are not missing out on an opportunity to witness history. Host of What's Trending on the ZNS network, Stacey Campbell Marshall, accompanied her parents last week to cast their ballots at a voting center in Florida.
I literally had to fly to Tampa, Florida, and I just had a one-day quick turnaround because it was so important for me to early vote. And so I jumped on that plane. It was weird. The feelings in my stomach, I just knew that it was so important for me to cast my ballot. And this year, unlike years in the past, elections in the past, I knew that I just had to make it happen to make sure that my vote counted.
Campbell Marshall, who has Bahamian and American citizenship, is fully supporting the U.S. Democratic campaign of Vice President Kamala Harris, branding the U.S. 2024 election as an historical moment in history for women. Campbell Marshall referenced former U.S. First Lady Hillary Clinton was the first woman to win a presidential nomination for the Democratic Party and the first woman to win the popular vote in the 2016 general elections. If Vice President Harris is successful, she would become the first female president of the United States, something Campbell Marshall strongly hopes becomes a reality.
It's monumental just because it shows how much and how far we've come. I'm not sure America is quite ready for a female president, but in light of the other choice, I think that America will be ready to give a woman a chance.
But what if the tables turn and former U.S. President Donald Trump is victorious at the polls and returns to the White House for a second non-consecutive term? Well, Campbell Marshall says while it can happen, Americans will all have to cross that bridge.
If it's the other way, then, what can we do about it? I know that my stomach is just going to be in knots until we absolutely know what is going on. And, there's always a possibility that it can go the other way. I'm glad I live in the Bahamas.
In-person voting for the 2024 United States elections begins on Tuesday, November 5th. Bahamian entertainer, now author Mario Woodside, better known as Sasha D, releasing a deluxe version of his new book entitled Glory, A Journey into the African Royalty, and a unique board game called Legends of African Season 1. This coming Sunday, Woodside is hosting a meet and greet event at the Studio Cafe to reveal his new projects to the public. During an interview with ZNS News Today, Woodside talked about the content and inspiration behind his latest creation.
The content of the book is basically me laying out 5 kings and 5 queens and just trying to let our people see the whole bigger picture, basically. Because I'm not just focused on the individual, I'm focusing on the places that the land they came from. Like, take, for instance, one of the kings in there is King Khufu. Khufu built the Great Pyramid in Egypt. Most people, if you ask them about Egypt, they associate Egypt with Arabs and those people, but the reality is Egypt was inhabited by Africans.
Even more interesting for Woodside is the fact that he was able to evolve his new book into a uniquely crafted board game for all Bahamian families to enjoy.
I want children to now sit down, play the game, and start thinking more strategically because the game is like basically, the best way I can describe it is, it's chess and checkers on steroids. You feel what I'm saying? We had to create a whole board for it, and you're playing with cards like Pokemon, and you have to experience it. And when you get deep into it, it's like you start to see the mindset of the actual characters. Shaka Zulu, why his strength was so powerful. Manarina's, why her building skills were so important. All these different things and all these elements I try to put into the game.
And still to come, it's Wednesday, so it's time for Leno's Wealth Wise. Stay close. We're right back after this break.
One of the biggest decisions you will make when remodeling a kitchen is the design choice for your kitchen cabinets. Whether you want your kitchen to look modern or traditional, the Casablanca White Shaker cabinets will make a sound choice. Stop into Conan Bahamas today and let them enhance your kitchen with the Casablanca White Shaker cabinets. At Conan Bahamas, they also carry an array of Calacatta quartz countertops. Conan Bahamas, Sandy Port, Nassau, Freeport, Grand Bahama, Abaco, and Eleuthera.
Health is the greatest gift. That's where we come in. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies is a premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare, and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health. Find us on 95th Terrace, Centerville, and now located in the Lucaya Shopping Center of Freeport, Grand Bahama.
Oh, this ain't making no sense, man. How people making it out here, Dre? If you want to stop living paycheck to paycheck, you gotta learn how to budget. First, write down all of your income. Then, list out all of your expenses. And don't forget to save. Stop throwing away money. Put something aside for savings. And get this, government savings bonds can safely grow your money. So start budgeting, save your coins, and invest smart. Financial independence, way. Wait, financial independence, way. Learn how to invest in government savings bonds on the Central Bank of the Bahamas website.
Life's twists, turns, and defining moments. RBC is a bed for all of you.
Hey, it's your honorary pump attendant back again with another episode on the do's and don'ts at the service station. Let's go. What you ain't gonna do is just pull up to any dispenser and put the nozzle inside your car without reading the signs. Because if you put the wrong fuel inside your car and the car mess up, you could be mad at us, all right? And then you have to walk or catch bus for about 3 to 18 months. What you're supposed to do is read the signs. We place signs all over the dispenser to tell you which fuel is which. Because you put the wrong one in the car, say bop, and you could be mad at us. You could be, oh, what happened to my car? No, it's you who ain't read. It say diesel, diesel, one word, diesel. You got up, and you mad at us. Read, that's all you have to do.
And you're looking at a live shot of Sandy Port in the West Bay Street area in New Providence. Drone shots by our drone pilot, Destiny Reed. Let's take a look now at what's happening on our Family Islands.
Family Island News is brought to you by Commonwealth Brewery Limited.
Groundbreaking for another Family Island clinic taking place this morning. This time, the soil was turned on Palmetto Point, Eleuthera. Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis, one of the key players at the groundbreaking ceremony, said health and national development go hand in hand. Healthier citizens, he said, make a stronger nation. Continuing, he said, when our people prosper, our democracy, our culture, and our economy all grow richer. The Palmetto Point Clinic is a part of the government's wider policy agenda set to transform the healthcare landscape of the Bahamas and at the same time enhance access for vulnerable populations such as elderly persons with disabilities on the Family Islands. Marcellus?
Well, teaching our children about money is important. Tonight, Leno Corporation Services gives us a closer look at how parents can start that conversation about money with their kids.
For many of us, financial education didn't come until later in life. But today's parents have the opportunity to give their children a head start. So where should parents begin?
I think a great age to start is at the preschool level. At that age, they could learn simple concepts such as recognizing coins and bills, differentiating between needs and wants, as well as the importance of savings.
One approach parents can use is to start with small activities, like saving spare change in the piggy bank or allowing kids to earn an allowance in exchange for small tasks around the house.
This is going to teach them the importance of savings. And of course, there are so many books out there talking about money and finance that are very fun and interesting, and it will be a good way for them to learn.
Many financial experts recommend teaching children about needs versus wants. By involving kids in small decisions like grocery shopping, parents can show them the importance of budgeting and prioritizing expenses. But how do we encourage children to save money instead of spending it all?
I think one great way is to let them set a savings goals for something that they truly want, like a toy. And then what you do is you set a financial plan, and in that financial plan, you show them how much it's going to cost and how long it's going to take for them to save it.
Teaching kids about money equips them with knowledge they'll carry into adulthood. Starting these lessons early can make a big difference, helping them build a future of smart financial choices.
One of the most important lessons you can teach a child is that money can be an effective tool that's going to help them achieve their financial goals, create financial security, as well as opportunity.
So the kiddies all set, thanks to Leno. Coming up in sports, though, we're going to tell you how Jazz and the Yankees able to stave off elimination. Take a break. We'll be right back. Sadness Total Sports right after this.
JBI. We've come to appreciate the JBI product. Simply doesn't matter where they're staged or where they're located. We always realize that JBI has the best pricing and the best quality of food. In particular, my favorite is corned beef. I was a hometown boy. So if I can purchase anything, it can be this JBI corned beef straight through.
As you get a bit older, you become more discriminating and what you put in your bodies. And all of this is natural stuff. So I'm happy to promote the Junkanoo Punch.
I actually compared it to a couple of brands, and this is the one of choice. This one, just the can't fail brand. So.
Fried JBI. Happy 30th anniversary, JBI.
Happy 30th anniversary to JBI.
Thank you, Bahamas.
Your business and communication with parents, students, and staff in seconds with a live business bulk SMS messaging. This is the perfect tool to keep you connected and easily send important updates, event reminders, and emergency alerts. Keep your campus informed and connected with bulk SMS messaging from a live business. The right choice for fast, reliable communication. For more information, contact the experts.
Don't get tricked this Halloween. Treat yourself to the specials at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets. Rainbow corned beef, 12 ounce, $2.15. Nesca yellow grits, 1 pound, $1.39. Kraft mayonnaise, 30 ounce, $6.99. Sweet strawberries, 1 pound, $5.99. Chicken leg quarters, 10-pound bag, $1.19 per pound. Wrap up October with the scary good prices at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home health care supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price, and you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
Bahamas, are you ready? Keep the vibe alive. Music group, along with Alpha Sounds, present the best of the best. Rake and Scrape Explosion Reloaded. This is the biggest one-day all-Bahamian concert of the year. Featuring KB, D-Mac, Abby, Mama D, Fan Sean, Shine 242, The Falcon, and more. Mark your calendars. It's going down November the 2nd at Super Club Races Ground. Tickets now available at BahamasEtickets.com or both Beauty Shack location. General admission $60. VIP, Skybox, and Sky Pods also available. For more info, call 394-0819 or email keepthevibealive242@gmail.com. Experience the magic once again with more legends for one night only. Come party with us November 2nd at Best of the Best. Rake and Scrape Explosion Reloaded.
Welcome to your ZNS Total Sports Check, everybody. I'm Marcellus Hall. Jazz Chisholm and the New York Yankees in desperate need of a win last night as they played in Game 4 of the World Series against the LA Dodgers. Good news, they were at home, and also good news, their bats finally coming to life. Well, the Jazz and the Yankees racking out 11 runs. They go on to win 11-4 and stave off elimination in the process. Jazz is 1 for 4 in that contest with a run scored as he and the Yankees now survive to play another game, which will come your way tonight. Another must-win situation, a loss, and the Dodgers celebrate the World Series championship, a win, and they get to travel to Los Angeles to play Game 6, where that would indeed be unprecedented. The Yankees trying to become the first team to come back in the World Series after trailing 0-3. And Buddy Hield continues to fit in quite nicely with the Golden State Warriors. Buddy scoring a season-best 28 points, including 7 3-pointers. Golden State rallies from a 17-point deficit. They beat the New Orleans Pelicans 124-106. Ends up being your final score there. Well, that's it. Your check on sports for you here tonight. Of course, we do have our weather forecast just ahead. Stay with us.
Construction of the first Polytechnic Institute in the Bahamas is underway.
The construction of the first ever technical and vocational polytechnic for senior high students is underway. This facility, situated on approximately 6 acres, will be the training ground for students in a cross-section of technical skills, including technical drawing, electronics, agricultural science, computer science, pre-engineering, auto mechanics, graphical communications, electrical technology, air conditioning and refrigeration, plumbing, food production and preservation, welding and carpentry, and maritime STCW training. Students will be able to gain accredited certifications for immediate access to the job market with recognized levels of competency. On graduation, job ready. We expect that the first cohort of students will enroll in September 2025.
Hey, what's up, Mario?
Hey, Dale, what's going on?
Have you seen ZNS new digital platforms?
No. Let me go check it out.
Good day, Bahamas. I'm Devontae Hanna, and this is ZNS Digital,
where we cater to your news and entertainment needs.
Are you a foodie? I thought so. Then look out for Digital Bites.
Shining a light on Bahamians and the good that they do, ZNS Digital is home to the Sunshine Room.
Keeping up with the latest trends, our original content will keep you entertained.
Yeah, that's cool.
But have you seen the new website?
No, I didn't see it. Let me go look.
We're still your most trusted source for news and information.
That's ZNS Digital?
Yeah, that's ZNS Digital, the people station in your pocket.
Hey everyone,
and welcome to another episode of The Drop. We want to have a good time tonight, y'all.
I was hanging out by Winkies off the Michael Road.
We want to have some good fun, some good vibes, some good food, some good drinks, some good music. You can't forget the music. We can have some good girls, whether it be light skin, dark skin, brown skin.
Ain't none of that.
The Drop, this Thursday at 9 p.m. only on the ZNS Network.
It's the Battle of the Brains, 20 years strong and still going. Powered by Grand Bahama Power, fueling the future with scholarships and new opportunities.
After 20 years, I'm very confident in my team. I believe that we are very intelligent and we are very capable enough to actually win this entire competition.
I'm Leanna Johns. I'm from LAS, and I want to say thank you to Grand Bahama Power and to Buckeye for giving us this opportunity.
The Battle of the Brains, where school pride meets genius.
It's time now for your Access weather forecast. We had some late afternoon showers courtesy of a low to mid-level trough, as you can see on our live weather radar. That line of showers just slightly to the north of the capital as we speak. Another area near the extreme southeastern parts of the country around Maywarner and the Turks and Caicos Island. That too is associated with a stall front boundary, which is also firing up some thunderstorms as well. And in the tropics, the Hurricane Center continue to give this area a 40% chance of development, and that could impact our weather late next week. And your boating forecast tonight, well, that is brought to you by Live Business, where you're always protected during the worst storms. In the Northwestern Islands tonight through Thursday, easterly winds 15 to 25 knots, very rough seas, once again at 5 to 8 feet. High tide, that will take place at 7:21 tonight, with another high tide at 7:45 tomorrow morning. And in the central and southeastern islands through Thursday, easterly winds 20 to 30 knots, wave heights 8 to 12 feet, small craft. We're simply asking you to stay in port. And as we take you into Friday for the northwestern parts of our country, the winds reduce just a tad. Easterly 15 to 20 knots, wave heights 4 to 7 feet, so that advisory will be bumped down to a caution flag. High tide will occur at 8:20 in the morning on Friday, with your low tide at 2:45 in the afternoon. And for the central and southeastern islands, a slight reduction as well. Easterly winds 15 to 25 knots, wave heights 5 to 8 feet, with advisory in place for your boaters. It's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they're brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Say why me? What the hell I do to she? What gonna cheat on me? Ooh, baby, ooh.
And that's going to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But join me at 11 o'clock for a full weather update. LaDawn and Marcellus.
All right, thanks a lot, Basil. It looks to me like a lot of cool breeze and clouds. I'm good with that, actually, as long as it's not too hot.
Definitely agree with that, Marcellus. But you know what's always hot? Let's talk socials.
I'm sure.
Here's Matea Cunningham.
Social media buzzes once more, and today we're bringing you a gospel artist whose performance beautifully surfs social media. I'm Matea, and this is Let's Talk Socials. Joynae Gibson, a gospel artist, worship leader, and 2021 BGMA awardee, did something new on October 25th, 2024. This season, gospel artist held her live recording at Transformation Ministries in Dignity Gardens. This event was all the talk within the Christian community, as attendees couldn't stop raving about the spirit-filled event. Check out this recap. Take a look at some feedback from social media users. One saying, this was something special. Another, I'm excited. This was awesome. And finally, I am excited about her future. Repeat emoji is all I have to say regarding this project. Bahamian gospel artists are taking things to the next level, and we have a question. Are you ready for it? I'm Matea, and this has been Let's Talk Socials.
All right, thanks so much, Mateo. Well, that brings us to a close tonight, and it's been fun.
Yes, it's definitely been fun, Marcellus, and we're one step closer to the weekend. I know you're excited about that, right?
All right, of course, we do have, it's going to do it for us, but stay tuned for special programming that comes your way this evening as Darryl Miller Day continues. We celebrate the life of our fallen colleague. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Riding a motorcycle requires a heightened sense of awareness, strength, and better coordination.